in what may have been the best game of Week 3 and the best comeback in Philadelphia Eagles history, Jalen Hurts and the offense willed their way to a 33-26 victory on a picture-perfect Sunday afternoon at Lincoln Financial Field. The Eagles were staring at defeat as Joshua Carty was set to kick a 44-yard field goal for the victory. Jordan Davis blocked the kick, his second of the game, and returned it for the score to seal the stunning win. The Eagles blocked 2 Rams kicks en route to erasing a 19-point deficit in the second half. Hurts led a furious comeback for the victory, capped with a 4-yard pass to Devonta Smith with 1 minute and 48 seconds left to put the Eagles up for good. The Eagles scored 20 straight points in the comeback as Hurts went 16 of 22 for 204 yards with 3 touchdowns in the second half for a 140.9 passer rating. This is the biggest comeback at home for the Eagles since 1988, when Philadelphia rallied from a 20-point deficit at Veterans Stadium to beat the Dallas Cowboys. The 19-point comeback was the biggest in Lincoln Financial Field history. This game was quite the definition of a tale of two halves. That's because the Eagles amassed just 34 yards of total offense, averaging just 1.6 yards per play in the first half as they fell behind by 19 points in the first minute of the third quarter. Needless to say, the Eagles fans were used to watching Saquon Barkley run roughshod over the Los Angeles Rams, were booing loudly as the Eagles didn't get as much as a first down after their opening drive for a touchdown. Just like that, the Eagles got going, taking a 2-7, 2-6 lead on Devonta Smith's 4-yard touchdown catch with 1:48 left. But the Rams, led by Matthew Stafford, drove down the field, setting up Joshua Carty's 44-yard field goal attempt with 2 seconds left. It was blocked at the line and Jordan Davis came up with it and ran it all the way down the field for a touchdown and a 33-26 Eagles victory. The Eagles improved to 3-0 and won for the 19th time in 20 games dating back to last season. A.J. Brown shut out in the first half, caught an 8-yard pass, then a 38-yarder leading to an eventual touchdown. Brown then scored again from 9 yards out, but the offense needed help from a defense that didn't force the Rams to punt until midway through the third quarter. That's when Jordan Davis came up huge with a stop as the Rams tried to convert a 4th and 1 from near midfield, then again on a blocked field goal attempt that kept the Eagles' deficit at 5 points. That set up the Eagles' final drive. And it was a doozy. A.J. Brown caught a 25-yard pass on 3rd and 10 to get the ball to the Eagles' 34. Brown caught another 3rd down pass, this time for 23 yards to the Rams' 15. But the Eagles faced a 4th and goal from the Rams' 4. That's when Jalen Hurts found Devonta Smith in the front corner of the end zone with 1 minute and 48 seconds left. The Eagles missed a 2-point conversion. The Rams had one last chance, getting into field goal range with 3 seconds left. Here are 4 takeaways from the game we picked up on being clear as day. First up, A.J. Brown's revival in the second half. Through 2.5 games, Brown had just 6 catches for 35 yards. But he broke out in a big way in the second half of this game. He finished with 6 catches for 109 yards and a touchdown. Second takeaway, what's up with Saquon Barkley? I mean, after twice surpassing 200 yards against the Rams last season, the Eagles certainly expected Los Angeles to clamp down on Barkley. And they did. Barkley had just 7 carries for 13 yards in the first half and finished with 46 yards on 18 carries. The problem was the Eagles weren't taking advantage by getting the ball to A.J. Brown or Devonta Smith until the second half. But once they did, Barkley was able to get some yards here and there. Third thing we noticed, Lane Johnson injured his neck, presumably on the Eagles' tush-push touchdown on the opening drive. It's always a devastating blow when a perennial Pro Bowl player goes down. And the drop-off was noticeable as Matt Pryor gave up at least 3 sacks. The fourth and last takeaway, or thing we noticed in this game, was it's clear that fielding kickoffs is going to be a point of emphasis in practice this week. That's because both John Mechie and Tank Bigsby bobbled Rams kickoffs. Each time, it affected the Eagles' field position. The Rams never kicked into the end zone, thus enabling the Eagles to start at the 35. So when Mechie and Bigsby bobbled the hard-line drive kicks, the Eagles never started beyond the 21-yard line. That was especially noticeable for Bigsby, whom the Eagles acquired from the Jaguars because of his kick return prowess. Nonetheless, the Eagles really willed their way to an outstanding victory this afternoon on Week 3. It will be interesting to see how they play next week against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay won in dramatic fashion as well this afternoon by a last-second field goal that puts the Bucs at an undefeated 3-0. should be an awesome game next week in Tampa. The Rams fall to 2 wins and 1 loss and play at home against the Colts. The Rams should be able to get back in the win column next week, but as you know, any given Sunday. Appreciate the time and stay tuned for more football coverage. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hink and Taylor Bell are really doing a great job on this channel. They are grinding out this coverage for you to enjoy. Shout out to them.